Hello everyone, I am Dr. Dipanjali Pathak, consultant physician and diabetologist working in Mumbai. As you all know that Corona, it has changed the world. Coronavirus is changing the world that people used to live, and there is a lot of worry among the patient. Patients are calling and they have various doubts. So I have decided to share some of the practical tips which will be helpful to maintain your diabetes healthy at home only, and it will be increasing your knowledge regarding the various aspects you are concerned about your health. So let's start discussing the risk associated with diabetes and COVID-19. I think here the diabetic patient, they don't need to worry. Why? Because acquiring the coronavirus infection risk is same as in the normal person. Coronavirus infection, it spreads through aerosols, and therefore the risk for the exposure is same. Either it can be a normal healthy good person, or it can be a diabetic patient. But what is of more importance in diabetic patient is that if patient has acquired the infection, the outcome can be worse. According to American Diabetes Association also, it has the data has shown the worst complications in diabetic patient. So why there will be complication in diabetic patient? You should be clear about that. Don't get scared, but yeah, you should know so that you will be more thinking towards the prevention part. So it will be more in diabetic because in diabetic patient the immunity is compromised. There is increased blood sugar, there is more immunocompromised. They have less ability to fight with the infection, and therefore the recovery time will be more. Second is, whenever you are acquiring the infection, like corona has infected you, there is release of adrenaline and cortisol in our body. Those are known as stress hormones. They are increased during that stressful situation. Now this adrenaline and cortisol, they are also increasing further your blood sugar in the body, and this increased blood sugar, it may be a harbor for the viral infection to proliferate. Viral may require it like nutrition. The increased sugar, it will be more active. Next thing is, in diabetic patient, there is more chances of comorbidity. We always see the diabetic patient with hypertension and heart disease, and some patients who are worried that if they're hypertensive and they are taking AC inhibitors and ARBs like ramipril, enalapril, candesartan, losartan. So those patients were worried because there was data that corona is also acting through the same receptors as these medicines do, and corona will be able to infect them easily. But whatever research has come, it is said that even your doctors might have told you that continue ARB AC inhibitors if you are hypertensive. The benefit is more than the risk. So just continue the medication, don't stop them, and it will be better for if your BP is controlled. It's good that overall health should remain controlled even in diabetic patient, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, and your sugar level. Next thing, let's discuss about the medications and the monitoring in diabetic patient. So many patients, they are asking me that if they should change the medication in this pandemic. But I would say that if your sugar level is very well controlled, then there is no need to change the medicine. So if your fasting is between 90 to 130, your postprandial is less than 200. So if it is well controlled, don't change the medication. But yes, if you are suffering from a very high range of blood sugar level, then you can contact your doctor. First do it online only. Better to avoid to go till it's emergency. If you are a person who is on SGLT2 inhibitors, like you're on canagliflozin, dapagliflozin, then you can also check your ketone bodies at your home. Bring the ketone strips that is available in the various pharmacies, and you can check for ketoacidosis. And for that, remain hydrated. Drink a lot of fluids. Second thing, I would say that if you are a diabetic person, just make a list. Mostly there are a lot of comorbidity in diabetic patient. So make a list, whatever medication you are taking, whatever is required, keep it with you. And also always have the contact number of your nearest pharmacy. So in case of emergency, you can just call and ask for the supplies. All the supplies, they are uninterrupted, everything is available to you. But with a small risk, if you're a you're a diabetic patient who is on pump, I would suggest make sure you have a long acting insulin with you, because if there is problem in the machinery, you don't have any means in this during this lockdown, there might be a chance that may get delayed. So you can keep a longer acting insulin with you. Regarding the monitoring of diabetes, I would say if it is well controlled, just check your blood sugar level every 15 days. And if it is a little bit haphazard, check it twice a week. Whatever readings you are taking, make a chart of that. You can write down the food you have taken, the medication, the dose, and the levels that are being seen. So by this, even it will be good for you to monitor your blood sugar level at home regarding the food and your readings, and also it will be helpful for the doctor on the follow-ups on online consultation. You can send it and it will be easy for the switching of the medicines or altering the doses of the drug. So make sure that you monitor it and take your medicines regularly. After medication, let's discuss about the diet of the diabetic patient during this pandemic. So just follow the normal healthy diet as prescribed by your diabetologist or your dietitian. Now what does that healthy diet means? Healthy diet means there should be increased uptake of fruits, vegetables, fibers, and there should be food that should be rich in protein. If you are at home, you will be taking various fried and food and carbohydrates. So this increased carbohydrate, it increases the insulin resistance in our body, leading to more inflammation. So it's not good for your body as per se. So better you take proteins and healthy fat. Healthy fat like monounsaturated fat, you can get it in various nuts, you can get it in various peanuts, and then groundnut oil, various walnuts and dry fruits. You can take all that. Regarding protein, in non-vegetarian people, you can the good sources are fish, chicken, and egg white is also a good source of protein. Whereas if you are a vegetarian, then you can consume milk, green leafy vegetables, and also you can take various dals and pulses, legumes. So every dal, it has taste as well as protein for you.